beautiful day that we're having today. It's reaching, well, it reached 22 degrees earlier, but now it's a little bit less, obviously. Just want to have a rant, and I want you guys to get involved and comment and tell me what your experience is right about now. Because I believe that the prices in this country are wild and something clearly needs to be done. In case you're new here, my name is Lee, or obviously the channel's called The Broke Petrol Head. And if you like the sound of my voice, please do go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, the bell notification, all that good stuff. And go ahead and watch some previous videos if you like the sound of my voice as well, because it all goes to help. I'd love to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you want to support the channel and help push the channel forward, please go ahead and subscribe. Anyway, back to my rant. So as you might see in the thumbnail, the prices a few weeks back that I went to my local petrol station, and that's what it was. It was £1.55 a litre for diesel. Now, I drive a diesel car. Those of you who've never seen me before, those who don't know who I am, or have watched any of my live streams or videos or whatever, I drive a Vauxhall Insignia. I do a lot of mileage. I'm a chef by trade, but I'd like to do this YouTubey thing for a full-time job. So if you'd like to help me out, please do. So yeah, I do a lot of mileage. I go to various places. I don't work in a static spot. And petrol and diesel is absolutely ridiculous. So like I said at the start of this, I said at the start of the video, the petrol diesel prices were £1.55, and that went up quickly from £1.40 something. I was driving to work today and I saw £1.95, and I was like, that is disgusting. And some of you may or may not know that quite heavily taxed is fuel. I'm sure I heard somewhere it was probably near between 40 and 50% tax on fuel. So whatever the cost of fuel is, it's roughly about half. I think that's what I heard anyway. So you can imagine just how cheap fuel is. And I was watching a video the other day of some people in America complaining how much they're paying a gallon. And there was this lady on there, and she was complaining, saying that how much it is to fill her tank. Hello. Ladoria. How expensive her tank of fuel is. And she put up how much her tank of fuel is on the screen, and it was $43 or something like that, and it was absolutely ridiculous. You have a challenge for me? Okay, I don't really take requests, but let's see what it is. Anyway, so she put up there, it was like, $43, whatever it was, for her tank of I'm assuming it was petrol, because I think so. High audit, I can't even pronounce that name. ADITY. Anyway, so yeah. And I was like, is that it? I mean, the only time I remember it costing me that little to fill a tank was in like 2002 when I first started driving. When I first started driving, I can call you AD. Okay, AD, that's cool. When I first started driving in 2002, my first car was a Peugeot 205, and I remember it was 74 pence a litre. And when I started driving, I could fill my tank up for, I think at the time it was like maybe 25 quid. I could fill a tank. No, I will not be dancing on Tinterweb. Nobody wants to see that, least of all me. So yeah, it was ridiculously cheap, and over the years it's got more and more expensive. Now, some of you may or may not remember, like 2008 when they had the global crash. Prices got up to about this point then, and then came back down slowly, but obviously with what's going on, it's going up again. And I also went past the M6 toll, because where I live, I can get on the M6 toll rather than the M6 if I really want to. And some of you may or may not know how expensive it's gotten. I was speaking to some people at work today, and when I told them just how expensive it is, they couldn't believe it. Now, the last time I went past it, which was today, it was £11.40 each way. Each way. And that is absolutely scandalous. I don't know how they get away with it. And I've been saying this for a while, that maybe if they made it cheaper, or they should make it cheaper, they'd actually get more people using it. Because if you're just an average person like you or I, when we try to get to work and stuff, who wants to pay nearly, 20 odd quid, £22, 23 quid to go backwards and forwards to work? You know, that's 120 quid a week, give or take. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. £11.40. And that's just for a car. A truck, an articulated lorry, was nigh on 20 quid. It was £19. I think it was £19.90, something like that. It was absolutely ridiculous. And I just thought, you know what? If I'm not a manager of a business, but surely someone needs to turn around to them and say, look, why don't you just put the prices down and then more people will use it? And maybe, just maybe, the M6 won't be the second biggest car park in the country. Because anytime you go on the M6, I have to drive the M6 relentlessly. Like I said, because of my job, I have to drive the M6 quite a lot. And anytime after 5 o'clock in the morning, it's a car park. Now, I always say that the second biggest car park in the country is the M6. The first is the M25. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the M25. Last year, I had to go pick someone up from the Gatwick Airport. And again, scandalous, just to drop somebody off at the airport. And when I mean drop them off, I mean literally, I got there, I stopped, got out of the car, give them their luggage, and was absolutely out. Landon, how you doing? I hope you're well. And I was out the car. I was probably there for 90 seconds, maybe. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just having my rant about prices in England at the moment. 90 seconds I was there for, and it cost me £8. £8. Now, I remember years ago that my local airport is Birmingham Airport, and if you went to drop somebody off or pick somebody up, you got a 15-minute grace period, so you got 15 minutes free. And now that's gone. But it is... I don't understand why they need to charge people as soon as they come in. And it's not just, 5 minutes, 2 or 3 quid. It's like £8-9. It's absolutely scandalous. And I don't know why the government say, no, these are public spaces. You paid for your tickets. You paid for your holiday. Why should you pay extortionate amounts just to pick somebody up? They can't be that hard up, because I know the CEOs are on serious money. So they can't be that hard up. But the thing about this country, it's always like we try and squeeze every last penny out of every single person, whether it makes sense or not, whether it's good for business or not. And surely it can't be. And the same is going on in America, but that's nothing to do with me. So yeah, that's my rant about prices in England. Petrol prices are absolutely ridiculous. And there's me saying that I would love a 5-litre supercharged L322. Because I'm a V8 man. I love the sound of a nice V8, but with the price of with petrol, let alone diesel, I wouldn't even be able to make up the road. It costs you 20 quid just to go around the corner. Anyway, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. If you like the sound of my voice, go ahead and watch some videos, and I will catch you in the next video. Also, I just want to say, I will be roaming around at Shedfest this year. So if you see me, if you go in there, come and say hello. Also, hype the video as well. Hype my other videos as well, because it really does help move the channel forward. And I'll also be at Calvin's Car Diary as well this year. So if you happen to go there and you see me walking around filming, just come over and say hello. I am nice. I do like to say hello to people, so I'm not one of these stuck-up YouTubers. Anyway, until next time, take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.